Good evening, Tatiana. Welcome to class.
Good evening, teacher. Thank you.
All right. Are you ready to get started?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good.
Just taking my notebook.
Yeah, I'm sad you couldn't make it to class yesterday, but you let me know in advance. The video is in the channel already, so that you can take a look at it whenever you have time.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so today we're going back to the presentations topic. We're going to talk a little about do's and don'ts in a presentation because um, as part of our last exam evaluation, we are going to give a presentation in the end of our module. I'm going to be sending the guidelines for this final activity tomorrow. Gabriela is going to be helping me to send you individually the guidelines that I have shared with her. And also she is going to send the instructions for the second homework assignment that we will be also submitting next week. Right. So, in order to talk about the do's and don'ts in a presentation, we are going to work with two listening activities. The first one is going to be an audio, and the second one is going to be a video. So let's get started with the first activity. All right, so in the first activity, we are going to listen to someone giving a design presentation. Okay, so this is the first one. We have a listening about someone giving a design presentation. Okay, and in this presentation, he is talking about a flask. Okay, this is the product. Okay, so let me show you what a flask looks like. Let's see. Let me share my picture with you. Give me just 1 second. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is a flask, a metal flask. Do you happen to have a flask? Do you like them?
Uh, yes, but I don't use flask.
Why not?
Uh, I don't know. Because I use a term. I believe I don't know if that thermo in English
It's the same word,
is the same.
but yeah, a flask.
But different
Coffee,
material.
coffee
Yes.
flask. Is it
Yes.
plastic?
It's not. Well, I don't know if. Well, kind of plastic
Mm-hmm.
and metallic, I believe, inside. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
yeah, it's not look like that in. It's different, but yeah, in that case, I use flask for for coffee, but in a different presentation, like design. Yeah.
This, for example, these are coffee flasks, and we can also have coffee mugs like these, but not exactly like these. Give me a second. Okay, like these.
Okay, probably it looks like more like the coffee cup that is showing there. Yeah.
Okay, so all right, very good. So we could say it's a mug, a coffee mug. All right, very good. Okay, so in this audio, this person is talking about a product which is a coffee flask. Okay, um, we are going to work on a vocabulary activity before we listen to the audio to make sure that we are familiar with the words used in order to give this product
Excuse me,
description.
teacher, for
Mhm.
can you give
Sure,
me a second?
sure,
Because
sure.
I
Take your
have
time.
my
Mhm. Let me know when you're ready.
sorry, teacher, but my cousin is at the hospital and uh she's supposed to have today a surgery
Oh my.
because yeah, she's having some problems, but Les was decided to not. So I was having a call with her husband, and
Okay.
it's yeah, it looked like she don't want to have the surgery, and she wants to have like a second, go to a different
Doctor?
yeah, doctor hospital, and because she don't feel like good. She's in the um easy,
Take
yeah,
your time.
yeah, easy basically, yeah. But she's good, she's feeling good. That's why she decided that. But I'm not, agree because basically she need that surgery. But I understand that she wants, to listen and not a second opinion of a different doctor, and that's totally fine. But I just feel like afraid because if something else happens. So right now she's like in observation in the hospital, and she will be till tomorrow,
Mhm.
and then depend on how she will feel, then the doctor will decide if she can leave the hospital or not.
So her surgery was scheduled for tomorrow.
No, her was for today.
Oh,
Like yeah,
okay.
but she didn't want to do it.
To do it
Yeah,
because she wants to listen to a second opinion.
that's
Um,
correct.
I bet it might be something serious, and that's why she wants to be extremely sure about what she's gonna do. Um, I assume that's why she wants to double check first if there's another option. Um, I hope she can make the right decision because her safety and health is all that matters in this moment.
Yeah, I know.
And I know you're worried as well. Do you feel okay continuing with the class right now?
Yeah, yes, it's fine because I told with her husband, and you know, he made me feel like I'm feeling like, not good, but at the same time she feel better,
Hmm.
and probably all good. But the life is the decision. I don't know. I'm okay to continue, but so yeah, it's fine.
Well, let's hope she makes the right decision, and God first, the decision that she makes will be the right one because I know what it is to have a family member who has to undergo a very difficult surgery or whenever they have been sick, really, really sick. And it is impossible not to worry about them.
Yeah.
So let me know if you would like to take some time off um, during the rest of the class, and I really, really hope that your cousin makes it out well out of whatever the decision she makes is.
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
Welcome. Heidi, you just joined the session. Welcome.
Thank you. Good night. How are you?
I'm
Good
good.
evening. I'm sorry. Good evening.
Welcome. No problem. Well, we were talking about today's class topic. Today we want to cover some do's and don'ts in a presentation. Okay, let's see, do's and don'ts. Okay, so we want to work on two listening activities. The first one is about a presentation. The first one is about a presentation, and there's one person talking about a product, and the product that this person is going to describe. Let me share my screen. Is this one. Okay, so we call this a flask. And before we actually listen to the audio, we are going to check some vocabulary to make sure that we are familiar with it. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we have the first word and we pronounce it as to unveil. To unveil. You see?
To
Then we
unveil.
exactly. Then we have number 2, which is appealing. Appealing. Number 3. How do we pronounce number 3? Can you tell me?
A face.
Exactly. Very good. Then we have number 4, which is target market. And then we have a Gantt chart. Number 6, we pronounce it as to launch. Lunch. You see, similar to the second meal of the day. Lunch. 1 second. Then we have number 7, an imitation. And number 8, a gadget. Let me make a correction to number 1. We say unveil. Unveil. See, repeat with me. Unveil. Unveil.
Unveil.
Exactly.
Unveil.
The way we see it here. So to unveil. Okay, so let's try to match the definitions with the meanings. Okay, so number 1, to unveil is an action. What would be the meaning of that action?
I think it is the letter C.
Mhm.
To show people something or tell them about it for the first time.
Exactly, very good. It is similar to reveal information. Number 2 is appealing. Appealing is an adjective. Is it correct? It is a characteristic. So, what do you think the meaning of appealing is?
Interesting
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
or attractive.
Exactly. So we can say something like, "Oh, breakfast looks so appealing today." You say, or this fruit looks so appealing. Appealing. So it is very interesting. You see, or attractive. Or a topic could also be appealing to you because it calls your attention. Number 3 is a face. What is the meaning of a face?
Letter F.
Mhm.
A stage within a process or project.
Exactly. Okay. So we can say another word for a face is a stage. All right. Let's see. I guess someone else joined our session. Jorge, welcome to class. All right. So we're about to work on a listening practice, and we are checking this vocabulary first because it's included in the audio. Okay. So number 4 is a target market. What's a target market?
Letter H, the group of consumer that the product is aimed at.
Exactly. Very good. Repeat with me. Aimed at. Aimed at.
Aimed at.
That. Very good. Very good. Okay. Oh, so we can say is aimed at or targeted. You see, that is targeted at. You see. Let's see. So what about number 6, to launch? This is another action. What does it mean to launch a product?
Letter E. To bring a new product or service to the market.
Great, very good. So usually when a company is launching a product, they have a press conference where they show it to the mass media so that everybody can see it on the news or on social networks. so that everyone knows about it.
Teacher, is D or E?
Huh? Hello?
Is E?
Oh, yeah.
You mark the letter D.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's see if I can get rid of this one. Okay. No issues. Thank you. So is that it was E, right? Okay. Now, number 7, an imitation. What's an imitation?
D? Yeah.
Can you read it for me?
Something that is designed to look like something else.
Exactly. So there is an original product, let's say, and we can make an imitation. We can make a similar one, or we can make just make a product that looks like something that it really isn't.
Like Chinese products.
Exactly. Exactly. Or it could be a new creation that has some characteristics that are not really what they look like. Number 8, finally, a gadget. What is a gadget?
Letter B.
It is
A small and useful machine or tool that does something specific.
Exactly. What other examples of gadgets do we know? Can you tell me? What gadgets do you know?
And a smartwatch, for example.
Exactly. So we can say gadgets are electronical devices. We skip this one. A Gantt chart. What is a Gantt chart?
It's letter G.
Table.
Mhm.
Yeah, letter G.
And that says, can you read it for us?
A table which shows the different stages of a project.
The different stages, repeat with me, stages or phases of a project. It's a chart. Now, we're going to listen to the audio, okay, where this person is presenting this product, this flask that we are talking about. Let's take a look at it one more time before we do the listening. All right. Now, let's pay attention to the information that they say. All right. So let's see. Let me share the audio with you, and we will answer some questions after we're done listening to it. Okay. So here we go.
This recording is
Here we go.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming to this short presentation on our new product design. As you know, we've already redeveloped our Adventure shampoo to make it more modern and appealing, and we've renamed it Adventure Tech. Our market research established the target market as men in the 18 to 40 age range who like to be outdoors and also like technical gadgets such as smartwatches, drones, and things like that. We needed to create a bottle which appeals to that market. So today, I'm happy to unveil our new bottle design. As you can see, it's designed to look like a black metal drinking flask with some digital features printed on it. I'd like to talk you through the following 3 points: the key features, sizing, and our timeline for production. Firstly, you'll notice it has an ergonomic design. That means it fits smoothly into your hand and can be easily opened and squeezed using one hand. And it looks like a flask you might use when hiking outdoors. The imitation digital displays are designed to remind the user of other tech devices they may have, such as a smartwatch or smart displays in their home. I'd now like to tell you about the sizes. It comes in two sizes, the regular size and a small travel size. The travel size is the same type of design, a flask also with imitation digital displays on the bottle. We were thinking of starting with one and following with the travel size in a few months, but we've worked hard and both are ready now. Finally, I'm going to talk to you about our timeline for production. You've probably heard that we're launching in 2 months. In preparation for that, we're starting the marketing campaign next month. You can see the complete overview of all phases in this Gantt chart. In summary, the bottle's been designed for men who like adventure and technology, and it comes in two sizes. The marketing campaign is starting next month, and we're launching the product in 2 months. Okay, so any questions? Feel free to also email me for further information in case we run out of time.
All right. Let's get ready to listen to the audio for a second time. And after the second time, we will answer some questions. Here we go again.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming to this short presentation on our new product design. As you know, we've already redeveloped our Adventure shampoo to make it more modern and appealing, and we've renamed it Adventure Tech. Our market research established the target market as men in the 18 to 40 age range who like to be outdoors and also like technical gadgets such as smartwatches, drones, and things like that. We needed to create a bottle which appeals to that market. So today, I'm happy to unveil our new bottle design. As you can see, it's designed to look like a black metal drinking flask with some digital features printed on it. I'd like to talk you through the following 3 points: the key features, sizing, and our timeline for production. Firstly, you'll notice it has an ergonomic design. That means it fits smoothly into your hand and can be easily opened and squeezed using one hand. And it looks like a flask you might use when hiking outdoors. The imitation digital displays are designed to remind the user of other tech devices they may have, such as a smartwatch or smart displays in their home. I'd now like to tell you about the sizes. It comes in two sizes, the regular size and a small travel size. The travel size is the same type of design, a flask also with imitation digital displays on the bottle. We were thinking of starting with one and following with the travel size in a few months, but we've worked hard and both are ready now. Finally, I'm going to talk to you about our timeline for production. You've probably heard that we're launching in 2 months. In preparation for that, we're starting the marketing campaign next month. You can see the complete overview of all phases in this Gantt chart. In summary, the bottle's been designed for men who like adventure and technology, and it comes in two sizes. The marketing campaign is starting next month, and we're launching the product in 2 months. Okay, so any questions? Feel free to also email me for further information in case we run out of time.
All right, so let's see. Let me share my screen right now. And we're moving on to the first task we're doing after listening to the audio. Okay, so here we have some true or false sentences here. And based on what we listen to in the audio, we're going to make a decision. Let's see. So number 1, they have redesigned an old product. That is true or false? Let's see. What do you think? And don't be afraid to tell me you didn't catch it. That's okay. If you didn't catch something, it is totally fine.
I think, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Thank you. They redesigned the bottle, the shampoo
Oh,
bottle.
yeah. Uh-huh.
So I think that the number one is true.
Oh, right. Exactly. All right. Yeah, there was a previous existing product and they redesigned it. What about number two? The product is aimed at men and women aged 18 to 40. That is true or false?
I think that is false.
Oh, what makes
Because
you
they
think it's false?
mentioned that is for person likes technology in adventures.
Oh, right. Yeah, that is true. They mentioned that piece of information. But do you remember what the target market was? The product was aimed at what group of people?
Oh, I don't remember about that.
All right,
Yeah,
maybe.
I guess the beginning of the range is good, 18 years, but I'm not sure about the last age of the range.
The
Oh,
one.
okay. All right. So the range is good. Yeah, 18 to 40 years old. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is good. Exactly. So, but the group it was targeted at,
Oh, yeah, I guess it's woman. It's only for men, I guess.
it's only for men, right? So that's why
Yeah.
it's false. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. We were able to get to the answer as a group. All right. Good. What about number three? The new design means you don't need two hands to use it.
That is true.
It is true, right? Very good. Now, number four says, there's only one size now. Another one will follow in a few months. Is it true or false?
I think this is false.
What makes you think it's false?
I think they mentioned like regular and the other one for travel, but they mentioned that will launch in the future.
Good. They were talking about two products. But do you remember the time when they would be ready?
2 months. I think they mentioned they in 2 months they will be launching the product.
All right. All right. I'm going to play the audio one more time. All right. So that we can double check this answer. Okay. So here we go. Just give me 1 second. And I'm going to pause it after we hear the answer. All right, so just give me 1 second. I'm going to play it again.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming to this short presentation on our new product design. As you know, we've already redeveloped our Adventure shampoo to make it more modern and appealing, and we've renamed it Adventure Tech. Our market research established the target market as men in the 18 to 40 age range who like to be outdoors and also like technical gadgets such as smartwatches, drones, and things like that. We needed to create a bottle which appeals to that market. So today, I'm happy to unveil our new bottle design. As you can see, it's designed to look like a black metal drinking flask with some digital features printed on it. I'd like to talk you through the following 3 points: the key features, sizing, and our timeline for production. Firstly, you'll notice it has an ergonomic design. That means it fits smoothly into your hand and can be easily opened and squeezed using one hand. And it looks like a flask you might use when hiking outdoors. The imitation digital displays are designed to remind the user of other tech devices they may have, such as a smartwatch or smart displays in their home. I'd now like to tell you about the sizes. It comes in two sizes, the regular size and a small travel size. The travel size is the same type of design, a flask also with imitation digital displays on the bottle. We were thinking of starting with one and following with the travel size in a few months, but we've worked hard and both are ready now. Finally,
What was the last phrase? And both?
Are ready now.
All right, very good. So based on that last phrase, let me share my screen one more time. It says both are ready now. So number 4 would be true or false.
False.
Exactly. So they're saying that they were thinking about launching the other product in 2 months, like you said, but we've
Yeah.
worked hard. This is what he says. We've worked hard. And then the last phrase you heard.
Both are ready now.
Exactly. Thank you. Mhm. And both are ready now. Okay. So the answer, as you said, is false, right? All right. What about number 5? They will make a Gantt chart for the project next month. Is it true or false?
They already have.
They already have one, right? Exactly. So it's false. And what about number 6? He finished the presentation with enough time to take some questions. True or false?
True. Because he mentioned that any questions? Well, I don't know if you know about the time, but I think yes.
It makes you think he has time, right? If he asked, it's because he's willing to answer questions, right? So yeah, we can definitely say that it's true. He had time to answer questions. Very good job, guys. All right, so let's see. So in this presentation, we were able to hear some vocabulary that we can apply or that we can use when given a presentation. All right, so we're going to match the options right here. Let me share my screen. Okay, so we have match the useful phrases with the tips. Okay, we have some tips. So for example, in order to refer to the audience's knowledge, to refer to the fact that the audience already knows what I'm talking about, what phrase can I use? Can you tell me? From the options here with the hands looking downwards. So which is a phrase that can be used to refer to the fact that your audience already knows what you're talking about?
As you know.
Exactly, very good. So we're gonna drag it here. Let's see. Give me 1 second, I'm having issues with my screen. Okay, thank you for waiting. Okay, so, all right. Now for referring to what images you are showing, if you want to refer to the images that you have, what is a phrase that you can use?
As you can see,
Very
oh,
good.
you'll notice that.
Exactly. And then you show the piece of information, right? Very good. Then when you want to tell the audience or to tell your viewers the structure of your presentation, how the presentation is going to go, what can you say? Like to explain the parts of your presentation.
I'd like to talk you through the following 3 points.
Exactly. So my presentation is going to be divided in 3 points. My presentation will be broken into 3 points. Okay. Now, the signal words to help them follow you. What words can you say in order to let your audience know that there is a sequence you're following?
Firstly, next.
Oh, can you repeat that? Sorry.
Firstly, next.
Exactly. Very good. All right. We're going to drag it here. And then tell them when you're moving on. How can you tell them that you're moving on?
Finally.
Let me drag this. Let me scroll it down. Okay. So
Yeah, we cannot see the option.
Yeah, there.
So we're going to tell them that we're moving on, that we're going to continue. One second. Like I've already talked about this, so let's switch to the next part. Like, what phrase can you use?
And finally, I'm going to talk to you about.
Let's see. Let's place it here then. Finally sounds like you're about to finish. Like you are almost at the end.
Oh, yeah, to be the answer for the second, the next one. Yeah.
The next one, right? Okay.
Yeah.
This one, right? To tell them when you're near the end. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So let's see. Tell them the main points one last time. So to recap, what could be the phrase to recap?
Summer.
In summary, right? Okay, so as a conclusion, and then you do a quick recap about the points you have covered. All right. Then we have tell them, sorry.
I sent in the chat the last
Thank you.
question.
Oh my. One second. This thing went crazy. Okay, so we said in summary was this one, right? Okay. And we left the previous one in blank, right? Okay. So open up the discussion would be giving the audience time to talk.
Do you have any question?
There you go. Okay. So therefore, the expression that we can use in order to show your audience that you're near the end is, can you read it for me?
This is the
As we know.
interchange. We interchange that one.
Exactly. So I'd now like to tell you about, right?
Yeah, that should be the answer for the tell them when you are moving, right?
Exactly. Give me a second. I thought I had changed it. Okay. So this one, to tell them you're moving on. And then finally, right? All right. Are we good now?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So let's check. Good. All right. So let me send you this vocabulary so that you can include it in your presentations. Let me send you some screenshots. Okay. So now, in the last minutes of our session, we are going to watch a video. The video is very short because today we wanted to cover the do's and don'ts in a presentation. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'm just going to finish sending you the screenshots of those phrases. Okay, and then we are ready for the last video. Okay, so I'm going to play a video for around 5 minutes. Okay, we are going to look at a student giving a presentation. And basically, we are just going to write down the observations that we have about the way he presents a topic. Okay, so get ready to take some notes because we're going to discuss the things this student did well and the things this student did wrong. Okay, are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Public Speaking. Today's first presenter is Ranjit. I would ask everyone to give him their full attention. Chantal, could you dim the lights, please?
The British imposed a lot of unpopular taxes on the American colonists and didn't let them elect representatives to the British government. In retaliation, the Americans started to boycott British goods. In 1773, Americans in Massachusetts dumped a shipload of British tea into Boston Harbor. This became known as the Boston Tea Party. As punishment, the British imposed laws known as the Intolerable Acts, including the Quartering Act, which made Americans let British soldiers live in their homes. Some of the American colonies created a Declaration of Rights and Grievances, which they sent to Britain, but the British just sent soldiers to the colonies to put down any rebellion. This led to the first battles of the Revolution at Lexington and Concord.
Thank you, Ranjit. I know it's very hard to give a presentation in front of the entire.
Okay, let's make a pause. What things do you think Ranjit did wrong? Let's see. Can you tell me?
He was reading all the presentation. He was not like explaining anything, and he doesn't make eye contact with anybody.
Great, very good. Do we have any more feedback for what Ranjit did during his presentation? Or
Also,
about
he
what
didn't turn off her cell phone.
his cell phone, right? Very good. Exactly. What else?
And even if when we have a presentation, he's not using anything of that. He's only using the paper in her hand, in his hand.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think he shouldn't be holding those papers in his hands? Does it give you a certain type of impression? The fact that he's reading?
Or will it look like he's not prepared for the presentation?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We could even say that he's nervous.
Yeah, also.
All right, very good. So he looks unprepared, nervous, and he was not paying his full attention to what he was doing. Very good. Okay, now we're gonna give Brandon a second time, all right, to present his topic, and let's get ready to talk about the things he does right the second time. Okay, here we go.
Look forward to this new presentation. Jorge, could you dim the lights, please?
Good morning. Today I'd like to talk about the causes and effects of stress and how to cope with stress. Stress has many causes, including work or school, life events, changes, or unrealistic expectations of yourself. Some effects of stress include headaches, trouble sleeping, depression, or lack of concentration. I know how hard it can be to deal with stress. Last year, I started working after school to save for college, but I didn't have time to do homework and my grades went down. I had trouble sleeping, I only ate junk food, and I stopped hanging out with my friends. Fortunately, I was able to talk with a school counselor to manage my stress. She suggested that I reduce my hours at my job, eat healthy foods, and get some exercise. So I literally started walking home from school and bringing my lunch. I also asked my teachers for extra help. Now, I feel better. It's important to recognize when you're stressed and to ask for help. Thank you.
All right, what things did he do right this time? Can you tell me?
He started speaking with secure, like he knows what he's talking about. Also, I was looking to the public, face to face, and yes.
All right, so good. So he was speaking with confidence, right? You see, repeat with me, confidence.
Confidence.
Exactly. And great. He was making eye contact with his audience. Exactly. What else did he do?
Also, he told personal history.
Great. Exactly.
Matching what he was talking about.
There you go. Very good. So you see, he didn't just say a random story. You see, repeat with me. Story. It was
Story.
something related to his topic of his presentation. Very good. Anything else, people? Was he using body language? Was he moving his hands?
The intonation of the word also changed. In the first video, part of the video was like flat every time, the same intonation, but he has better pauses and more confident with every phrase that he said.
Exactly. So making eye contact changes everything. It makes him feel relaxed and like he knows about what he's speaking about this time. All right. So to end with our presentation, those were the do's and don'ts in a presentation. Now, since we are going to have a final presentation in our two last classes, in the beginning of our class, I mentioned that tomorrow instructions for your last evaluation will be shared to you during the day individually, and also instructions for the second homework assignment. Okay, so you will have all that tomorrow in your chats. But for the final evaluation that we're having, we are not going to have a face-to-face presentation because of the type of classes that we're taking. So we will have virtual presentations instead. So what works well for virtual presentations? All right, we're gonna take a quick look at them. You see some of the do's when you are giving a virtual presentation. Look at the camera. So we are not looking at you personally, but looking at the camera will definitely make your audience pay more attention to you. You have to make sure that your light is in front of you so that we can get a good look at your face and the face gestures that you're doing. We can also see if you're moving your hands. That's part of making you look confident and knowledgeable on the topic you're talking about. Your tone of voice as well. If you sound relaxed when you're giving your presentation, then it also makes you look confident to your audience. And of course, visuals are extremely indispensable. So use pictures. You can use information in order to back up what you're saying. You can get creative with what you're sharing. This part here will be crucial for people paying attention to you, because if you're just speaking online, then people will get definitely distracted. So don't for your final evaluation, don't talk like a robot. So how can we avoid this? The vocabulary that you choose, you must be comfortable with it. So make sure that you choose words that are part of your day-to-day vocabulary. Okay, and if you want to use vocabulary that you're not familiar with, then you definitely have to make sure you know how to pronounce words correctly. Because if you do not know how to do it, then it will make you nervous. And we don't want that. Don't be stiff. So don't be like this. Like we said before, move your hands, show yourself confident. This is why you're going to choose a topic that you are interested in. Then don't be caught up unprepared. You're gonna have time enough to read about your topic, and if you know a lot of information about the topic you're presenting, then just make sure that your ideas are well organized so that you can move to the topics or through the topics in a smooth way. Then don't get too close to or too far from the camera. Just make sure that we can get a good look at your faces on your evaluation days. And the last one, don't present for too long. You will have 10 minutes for your presentation, okay? So you can even take a little bit less than those 10 minutes, but let's try to stick to those 10 minutes, to not talk longer than that, so that everyone gets a chance to explain their topics well, and so that your audience doesn't get bored either. Do you have any questions for me before we finish our conversation or our conversation class today?
I'm okay.
We're good. Okay, so you will see that everything we have discussed today matches the instructions that you will be receiving tomorrow. And if you have any questions about the assignments, the last 2 assignments, you can let me know. All right?
I have a quick
Sure.
what about the last homework?
The previous one?
The previous one that we sent.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I'll be sending you the individual feedback.
Okay.
And also, it will be including your final score from that homework assignment. And that's why tomorrow you will be receiving instructions on the second homework assignment and the final evaluation.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Welcome. Do you have any more questions for me before we go?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So thank you for joining me tonight. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Adriana. Bye,
Welcome. Good
everyone.
night.
Good night.